Hey, Shalom. It's your brother Azariah coming back at you again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kadash. Alright, and basically, the Lord put this lesson on my spirit, so I'm going to title this lesson, The Truth is Esau's Kryptonite, you know. And we all know that this man Esau has been set up to be the devil, to be the wicked in the earth. So nothing that this man does as far as him hiding and skewing the truth, none of that should surprise any of us, that sincerely, worship Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because we understand that this is what this man has been set up to do. All right. This man has been set up to deceive the nations, to deceive the whole earth. All right. So we understand that this is his MO, but while this devil has had his long reign of terror, he's had his long reign of, deceiving people, putting people to death, whoever, speaks up against them, whoever disagrees with his rhetoric. This man will have you put to death and, set up puppet leaders that will listen to him and, do his bidding for fear of the same happening to them. So this is what Esau Edom is all about, man. This man is all about deceiving the masses, okay? And he understands that in order to keep people under control, in order to keep people calm and subdued, that he has to keep people distracted. Okay, he has to keep people distracted with multiple things that this man invests money in. Esau, what I'm saying, like don't ever think that Esau doesn't know how the common people think, man. This is why this man spends so much money and resources just to keep people distracted, man, just to keep people deceived to what's really going on. For example, Esau will pay really some nobodies or some has-beens millions of dollars per year just to do a show like Real Housewives of Atlanta. When in really in reality, no one would even be checking for these people that's on these shows had it not been that they even have that platform. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, these are has-beens, but now because Esau's paying them big money, he's greasing their palms, fattening up their pockets. Now they can be somebody and they can act a fool. They can be in all kinds of folly, and people are really into that, man. Because let's just be real. The average everyday citizen is just bogged down with so much stress and so much anxiety, and they just have so much going on. So they're just looking for a way to escape, and a lot of times, that way to escape reality, that way to kind of take their minds off of what's going on at the present moment is to entertain themselves in folly, man. You know, and really, when you look at it, you know, that's why social media is so big. That's why Instagram, TikTok, what I'm saying, YouTube, what I'm saying, that's why all of these platforms are as big as they are, man, because people use this thing as a way to, escape from reality, man. And also to get, and also to feel, to make themselves feel better, because deep down and deep down inside, anyone that spends, a whole lot of time or, invests majority of their time into, social media and folly, these people have a void inside, man. These people have a void inside that they trying to fill using that social media medium, and that's just a fact, you know. But even when you backtrack from that, who created these platforms, man? Who actually went out there and set people up to create TikTok and create Instagram and YouTube and all these different platforms, man. You know, is none other. than the so-called white man, Esau, Edom, you know? And, the intention may not have been at first to use these things for folly and, to spread these things, but, the masses of the people have been so dumbed down to the point where that's really all these things are being used for. Now, of course, you have, edification on these different platforms or whatnot, but you actually really have to search for that, man. If you just, hop on YouTube and just get on the homepage without searching anything, all you're gonna see is, folly, man. You know, milk crate challenge, any different kind of challenge, man. Like, what I'm saying? That's really all you're gonna see. If you want the real truth, if you want some real edification out of these platforms, you really have to search for it. You really have to be seeking that, you know. But once again, Esau Edom uses this to his advantage because he's the one that keeps people oppressed. All right. He's the one that keeps people's minds in despair and in sorrow and all these other ill emotions, man. You know, because this man overworks you. All right. He taxes you. This man is dipping his hand in your pocket before you even get to smell your money, man. You know, before you even get to see your check, this man has already dipped his hand in your pocket, you know? And he's, this man is taxing you heavily, man. You know, people, working 2, 3 jobs and, they can barely afford to keep a roof over their head, man. They can barely afford to put food on the table for them and their family. You know what I'm saying? They can barely afford to do that. So Esau's ways are always grievous, man. You know, this man doesn't care if you're suffering. Okay, this man doesn't care if you're down and out, if you're down bad. You know, and as it is written, uh, a righteous man regardeth the life of his beast, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. You know, so even the tenderest mercies, that Esau might give you are cruel, man. You know, just to give y'all, an example real quick, let's take it back in slavery days, right? You know, Esau, might have some slaves out there in the field, working hard, busting they behind all day long in the hot sun, and the master come and say, you know, anyone, the quota for the day is 400 pounds of cotton. Anyone that picks under 400 pounds of cotton, you're gonna get 45 lashes. All right. So then, the master comes back. One of his slaves don't make the quota. So, he said, "Hey, you didn't make the quota. So now it's time to take your lashes." You know what I'm saying? The slave begs and pleads him. Please don't whip me. I'll pick twice as much cotton next time. Whatever, whatever. And Esau's like, "Hey, you know what? I'm not going to give you 45 lashes today. I'm going to make it 41. I'm going to cut 4 lashes off of you. But next time you got to pick double the cotton." So in Esau's mind, him giving you 4 less lashes is him giving you mercy, man. But it's still cruel. It's still cruel, man. That's why it says even, the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel, man. You know, this man Esau, his ways are just grievous, man. His ways are always grievous. You see? But then again, you have to understand that this man was set up to be the sword of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? So this is what he has to do. This is what his main objective is to oppress you, is to destroy you ultimately. You know what I'm saying? This is what this man wants to do. This man is the sword. His blessing is the sword. You see? So, you have to know what this man is about. You have to always keep your head on a swivel around Esau Edom, man, because you just never know what this man is up to. You know, this man is like a roaring lion going about seeking whom he may devour. Just to quote the scripture. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, that he's seeking whom he may devour. You see, and this is why he has to, deceive people, because If you actually following the Lord and you following Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, this man can't devour you. You see, this man can't, catch you in his net. He can't catch you in his snare, man. You see, because this man Esau is constantly laying traps for the righteous. Okay, he's constantly laying traps for the righteous in order that he can snare you and ultimately destroy you, man. Okay, this is what this man wants to do because this is what he was set up to do. So, those of us that serve Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, we have to know this and we have to be wary of this devil, man, because it doesn't matter what kind of witchcraft, whatever kind of, sorcery that he wants to put out here. We already one step ahead of this devil, man. You see, we already see what's going on. Okay. And, but the main point of this lesson is that Esau's kryptonite is the truth, man. You see? And really right now, truth is coming out at this man from every angle. You see? And the main driving force behind this truth coming out about this devil's true intentions, about his true agenda, is the alternative media, mainly through the prophets, okay? The prophets of Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai, constantly breaking this devil down through prophecy, man. Constantly scourging this devil with the truth, combating his lies with the truth of the scriptures. You see? And this is why, this devil goes to such great lengths in order to hide the truth, man. You see, this is why, brothers can make a video about why you shouldn't take the jab, and really back it up with actual articles that are written by actual Edomites. And what does this man do? He goes he takes down the video. He goes and he claims copyright. He claims that you're spreading misinformation when really it ain't no such thing as misinformation, man. It's true or it's not. Okay, and ain't none of the prophets out here just spreading straight up lies, man. Because anything that we bring out, okay, you can easily go and do your own due diligence and see if what we're saying is the truth or if it's a lie or not, man. You see, but this man doesn't even want you to talk about these things. This man doesn't even want you to actually do your own research, okay? Esau just wants you to take his word for everything. He just wants you to take his word and just go along with his wicked program, okay? But this man's witchcraft is not working anymore. Okay, this man's witchcraft is fading. Okay, people are starting to call Esau out on his BS. They starting to call this man out. Because a lot of what he's saying, a lot of his rhetoric is not making sense anymore. You see, a lot of what this man has been pushing as the truth is now starting to be, exposed as a lie. You know, for example, really this man Esau has caught himself up. Has really put himself in a trick bag ever since this whole pandemic started, man. You know, because all he's really doing is just exposing himself as a liar. You know, he's showing himself to be a liar, man. They just can't do right. You know, so in the beginning of the pandemic, before they even really knew what narrative that they wanted to go with this whole CV-19, before they even really decided what the narrative was, they said, okay, people need to wear a mask. We don't know if it's airborne. We don't know if it's spreading through bodily fluids or whatever the case may be. But people need to wear a mask. Okay, and first when they came out, they said, well, matter of fact, when they first came out with the whole mask suggestion, they said, it's your choice to wear a mask. You can wear a mask. You don't have to wear a mask. Choice is yours. Then they said, masks are effective, and then they said masks aren't effective. Okay, so this man is double speaking, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you really saying? Do the masks work or don't they work? But this is the devil for you, man. This is the devil. You see, this man can't just keep it 100 with you. You see, he always has to give you the runaround. He always has to, you know what I'm saying? He always has to, go about things like a serpent, man. You see, because he has to get you to gain his trust. You see, Esau. This man is the serpent, man. This man is Satan in the flesh. You see, because he knows that he can't just come out, from Jump Street and just full force, just bringing his new world order. Okay, this man has to actually get you to go along with the program. Why? Because number one, it's less friction for him. He can do what he wants to do easier without that much resistance. And number two, he'll have willing and loyal subjects to actually believe in him. You see? But now this man has himself in straits. This man is in a dilemma because now his own people are starting to turn against him from every side. You see, people are not buying, this whole CV-19 pandemic, man. You see, because they're starting to realize that, okay, at first, he was saying that, this is about saving lives. This is about, uh, uh, ending this pandemic. This is what this man's rhetoric was, in the very beginning. Now, this man is basically saying, hey, you either gonna get juiced up or else, you're gonna lose your job. Okay, you're not gonna be able to shop. Okay, you're not gonna be able to buy and sell. And of course, we all know we've been talking about it that ultimately this is leading to the MOTB. Which is one of the last major prophecies that have to take place before the coming of our Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. You see, so this man is in straits because now he has a dilemma. Now he has to decide, okay, do I just come in full force or do I try and regain the people's trust? Which hey, this man is done trying to gain the people's trust because he's already gone too far to turn back now. You see, now he has no other choice but to come with the sword. Okay, now he has no other choice but to come in like a flood, as it is written. You see, amen. So this man is finished. Okay, his witchcraft, his run out, his sorcery, his run out. Okay, his time has ran out. You see, so now this man has to make drastic moves now. Okay, he has to speak like a dragon. Okay, and what is the driving force behind this man's witchcraft not working anymore? It's the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. It's the truth. Okay, the truth is breaking this man down. The truth is frustrating this man. You see, the spirit and power of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai is well within the earth. You see, and this is why this man cannot prosper. He can't just run circles around you like he used to. You see, now this man actually has to come up with calculated, well thought out schemes, man, in order to deceive you. You see, but even that's not working anymore because people is calling this man's bluff. Okay, people are calling Esau's bluff, man. You see, and this is why I titled the video, "The Truth is Esau's Kryptonite," because the truth will always prevail. Okay, the truth will always come to the forefront. Okay, you can only lie but for so long until the real truth comes out. You see, and this is what's happening with Esau. You see, all of his lies are starting to unravel. You see, all of his witchcraft, is starting to wear off, man. And that's mainly due to the alternative media. Okay, the internet. People having access to more information they've ever had before. At the base of their fingertips, man. You know, people are not just taking this man's word for it. People are actually looking into things, and they're finding out that majority of what this man is saying is just straight up lies, man. And what does that lead to? That leads to people's morale, and people's trust waning from this man. Okay, waning from Esau. You see, so ultimately, this is why he's gonna come in like a flood. This is why he's gonna come full force. This is why, this man is gonna have to make, this is why, this man's gonna have to take that half court jump shot, man, and just hope for a miracle. He gonna have to do it, man, because at this point he don't have no other options. Like I said, he's come too far to turn back. Okay, he's already too deep in the game to forfeit now, man. He might as well finish. And guess what? He's gonna go out with a bang. Okay, you know another thing that has really destroyed this man's ability to be trusted even by his own people is the whole quote unquote UFO thing, man. For years and years and years, this man's narrative was that UFOs weren't real. That the U.S. didn't have anything to do with UFOs. They never recovered any aircraft or anything like that. That they had no knowledge of this. Okay, this is what this is the rhetoric that they've been pushing for years, man. And anybody that came forth, and spoke on certain things about the U.S. Re-engineering chariots, UFOs, and even having knowledge of these things, guess what? Esau would brush him off, man. He would basically scoff at him. He would say, you're crazy. You're a conspiracy theorist. This is what these people would be labeled as, man. But now, not too long ago, this man actually came out and actually acknowledged that yes, indeed, the U.S. has been dealing with UFOs, man. That they have been seeing them, that they have been dealing with them for quite some time. So what is that going to do to a person's mind that all they've been hearing all their life is that UFOs aren't to be taken serious, man. Okay, they're gonna rationalize it and say, well, damn, if he's been lying about this the whole time, then what else has he been lying about? Okay, maybe he's not telling the truth about this whole CV-19 thing. Let me look into this. Let me research this. Let me find out what other people are saying outside of his mainstream media. And this is exactly what's happening. And this is why this man is upset. That's why he's angry. And this is why he has to come down with force. You see, this is why he has to make certain provisions so that he can preserve himself, man. This is why he's ultimately going to bring in the MOTB, because he wants to control every part of you. Okay, he wants to control you. He wants to control your mind, your body, and he wants to take away your connection to Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. All right. So this man's end game. But fortunately, Esau's judgment has already been written. You see, this man actually believes that he's going to prosper, that he is going to have success in his enterprise, man. But that's not going to be the case, because the Most High has already written this man's judgment. Okay, this man is not going to succeed in having his new world order. He's not going to succeed in taking the place of Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Okay, ultimately, this man is going to be broken down. He's going to be put in 1,000 years of slavery. And after he served his 1,000 years of pure hell, guess what? He's going to be burned up and he's going to be no more. All right, there's going to be no more Edomites after they served their 1,000 years of captivity, man. Okay, and that's just the end all be all. It's all. Listen, it's already been written. Okay, the story has already been written. We just playing our part, and Esau is playing his part. Okay, so with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end this lesson. I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakadash. All right, I want to say shalom to all the sincere Akim out there, and also all the sincere Akwat that's listening and learning and diligently, laboring in this work, man. All right, till next time, shalom.